welcome to a Quickie with Miss B. Today is...
Taco. No. I know good while it's thinking, yes, he's going to say it. He's going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to simply go, ta-da, Tuesday.
Thanks for joining us. If you missed yesterday's episode, please go back and check that out. Once again, we're talking about nothing. Do you know that we talk about nothing quite a bit?
A lot, yeah. A lot, yeah. We talk about nothing so much that we actually had another creator that accused us of actually planning it all. I'm like, really? You think we planned that? You are giving me a lot of credit. We rehearsed it and everything, really? Because that's two complete dips sitting on like a phone conversation together going, oh, we know what we did. We didn't talk about that at all, did we? Oh, whoops. We think we're dumb, and they're thinking, well, that was great. They really got it. I love how they wrote that. We didn't write nothing.
Nope.
A whole week's worth of shows is actually, if we wrote down everything for a whole week's worth of shows, it's not even enough to fill up half of a business card on the back.
In large print.
Right. Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Decorations. We usually have one word titles and nothing's written at all. Because neither one of us could they give us so much credit for being able to rehearse and all the time. Oh, are you kidding me? We sit down, grab the backside of our pants and go, ready, set, go. Hang on, man, hang on. I usually wind up with some sort of an emotional moment or two during the week, and I'm like, John, that had nothing to do with what I know, but I had to get it out.
John had a chick moment.
Yeah, it's like therapy for me, You guys are listening, and you can't stop me, so, you have to listen.
And they do, because they come back every week.
Yeah, it's like, we don't want to hear that. Well, turn it off then. Still listening. So what's Ta-Da Tuesday going to be?
So for Ta-Da Tuesday, I thought we'd talk about the Halloween pranks that have gone wrong.
Yeah, I have a couple of those. I have a few of those, yeah.
I found some on the internet. They were telling pretty good stories, so I thought I would share one.
Yeah, I'll tell you mine on the second half.
It's kind of funny. So this was entitled, Police Assume Man Was Really Run Over by His Lawnmower.
Really?
Yeah. So this is how the story goes. This prank went really, really wrong. A family decided to use a dummy to stage a horrifying accident involving their ride-on lawnmower.
Okay, I like it.
The pranksters placed the dummy underneath the lawnmower in the front of the lawn so everybody could see, but all that they could see was the arms and the legs. That's all that was visible from underneath the machine. They then covered the arms and legs with red paint to simulate blood. So it appeared to everyone who passed by their house that the homeowner had been cut up and mangled by his own lawnmower. So the stage was set. The neighbors, however, saw this in broad daylight and had no idea it was a hoax and promptly dialed 911.
Well, that'd be pretty bad if a guy's entire guts were ripped out and his arms and legs were sticking out of a lawnmower. Wow, that's a rough one.
The police arrived terrified and launched into action, not realizing that the person in distress under the lawnmower was a dummy until one of the cops was going to attempt CPR.
He has no lips. What? He has no lips. It shaved his lips off. Can you believe it? He doesn't even have a face anymore. I don't know where to breathe. Quick, blow air in his head somewhere. I don't know. Oh my word, that'd be terrible.
And that must have looked very real for the neighbors to dial 911 and say there's been an accident.
Well, the part that's confusing for me is those are some special neighbors because rather than help him, they just called someone. He's dying right now. He's bleeding to death. So I thought I'd call you. Have you checked on him? No, I'm in the middle of dinner right now, but I didn't want to just leave him there bleeding to death. So he is currently dying. And if you guys could swing by and, I don't know, intervene, but I've got company. So, no. Don't help the guy. No, heavens to Betsy. Don't go, think about it. You can hear the engine's not running, so if you ran over there, you could lift the lawnmower off the guy. Nope, Leave it on him. Call 911. That's for them. They got equipment for that kind of stuff. I'm not doing that. Yeah, those are special neighbors. Yeah, they were really, truly worried about him. I call BS.
I got one more to quickly share with you, too. This one is entitled Man Keeps Armed Robber Costume On While Going to Starbucks.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Could you imagine that? Can I take your order? Hang on, I've got a note.
They say not all
Holocaust? What's a Holocaust?
Not all Halloween costumes are ghosts and skeletons. For example, there was this man who went to his neighbor's party dressed as an armed robber, complete with skull mask, bulletproof vest, and a fake M16 rifle.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
You can see where this is going to go wrong.
Oh, boy.
The party was great, but after a few drinks, the man, while walking home, decided that he should stop at his local Starbucks for a non-fat latte to help him sober up.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Unfortunately, the semi-drunk man was still wearing his armed robber costume. Customers screamed, the barista hit the floor, and the cashier raised her hands above her head, but not before triggering the store alarm. The startled man was left explaining himself to the police, who arrived on the scene, and I'm assuming rather quickly, after seeing the man had money in his wallet and was wanting to pay for his coffee, and that the M16 was fake. Police let the Halloween armed robber head home, but only after confiscating the believable costume.
Oh, boy. So wait, they took the man's costume?
Yep.
Now, that's just sad. You can't have the costume. Why? It looks good. You did a good job with this, so now it's a crime to have the... See, that's the stuff that's nonsense to me. Yeah, that's yeah. Next time...
that's funny how believable he must have been. I mean, that's all perception, and that's how people perceived it. They were really believing that of all places to rob... Yeah, I wanna.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna rob a place that sells $6 coffees. You know what I mean? I want a latte, one of those little lemon loaves, and everything you haven't registered too.
Can I have a latte with
Oh, and he'd be obnoxious. You know, he'd be like, yeah, I want a half calf, double decaf, half calf, latte, cafe. Oh yeah,
light on the whip.
Yeah. And when you're all done, no foam. Can I have that at 99 degrees? Not 100 degrees, not 98, but 99 degrees, please, with no foam.
And on that note, we need to take a break. Coffee, anyone? Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Quickie with Miss B. If you missed the first half of the episode, please go back and check that out. It might give you pointers as to what kind of costumes that you probably shouldn't be wearing out in public.
Or at least don't make them quite so believable.
Right?
You might lose them.
Yep. Well, this week we're talking about Halloween is coming, and today's topic is the costumes. I guess it could be costume fail.
Well, mine's kind of mine's a little bit of a. There's a lot of dumb things I did at the same time that lined up, and I was just, it just wasn't good. I'm at someone's house, and I'm like, I wanted to get him. I wanted to get him somehow. I know he was going to be having a pie later on, so I thought his mother was not there, so I'll just do it myself. And I put shaving cream, and she actually had a real crust sitting in the refrigerator. I wasn't thinking that was for the real pie. I just was excited to have the opportunity to have it look right. Filled that bad boy full of whipped cream. Yep, but it wasn't whipped cream. It was shaving cream. So, and of course, she showed up home and was all excited that he had made it.
Oh.
So she cut herself a slice.
Oh no.
Yep, and then we heard oh my, what did you do to this? How could you have messed it up instead? That is such an easy pie to make. He's like, what are you talking about? She goes, you made the pie. He goes, I didn't make the pie. And I'm like,
Uh-oh.
She's like, this is absolutely horrible. He goes, it can't be that bad. Then he takes a bite. And it's, oh my. He's like, oh my God, what? That's shaving cream. Then as soon as he said that shaving cream, everybody looked at me. Everybody looked at me. And I'm like, what are you guys looking at me for? She's like, there was a crust in there. I noticed there's not one in there now. You're here. I'm like, I feel so bad that you people, would think that way about me. Like I would come to your home and steal your pie crust and fill it full of your son's shaving cream.
There's a prank that went wrong.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah, it was you. It's you. And I'm like, it wasn't supposed to go this way. It really wasn't. He was supposed to eat it, not you.
This is not what I had imagined in my head.
No, but boy, I'll tell you what, looking at her mouth, and she was like, oh, she's just wiping it, smearing all over her face. She's like, oh, this is horrible. I'm like, wow. I really got you good. Too bad I can't say I did it, but yeah, I got you good. He takes a big mouthful, goes, it can't be that bad. Oh, wow. People with mouthfuls of pie and they don't want to swallow. They're, that's horrible. Yeah.
There's that.
I want to yell out real loud, gotcha, but I'm just thinking it's not going to be as good as I'm hoping. Somehow gotcha lost all meaning at that moment. So they got some good fails in there, do they?
Yep.
Oh, let's hear one.
Well, these are the Halloween pranks that's gone wrong. I was just saying for the last one, the Starbucks guy, that really was a costume fail because he could have got arrested and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, this one is man wearing sheep costume accidentally set on fire. This took place in England. The unfortunate decided to head to a Halloween party dressed as a sheep.
Uh-oh. You don't want to wander around the wrong part of town with that on.
His sheep costume had covered him in cotton balls.
What?
Yeah, he used cotton balls to make his sheep costume. So while riding the subway, when he was in his full costume, I might add, en route to the party, the fellow traveler thought it would be funny to flick his lighter near the cotton ball covered costume. I don't know what possessed him to do this, but okay, we'll just go along with it. The costume burst into flames and the Halloween party goer was badly burned. Ooh, on the subway. What are you thinking?
One of the best fire starters there are is cotton balls.
The man's costume-clad friends on the train tried to put out the fire using alcoholic beverages.
Oh my
that they
word!
were bringing to the party.
Quick, dump the grain alcohol. Okay, bad idea. Bad idea. Yeah, I can hear it now.
Which, of course, only made the fire worse. Fortunately, the person who set the fire was the heir to a large estate and using his inheritance to cover the sheep costume man's hefty medical bills. Oh, dude, I can't even imagine. Like, ouch, ouch, ouch. But what would possess you? Hey, I'm on a subway, I'm bored, so yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead and, flick my lighter near my cotton ball and see what happens.
Yeah, that's not a good idea whatsoever at all.
Nope.
Not a
That's
good
what you
idea.
get for trying to plan that prank. I mean, goodness gracious. And what do you do? Like, you're on a subway. Is there emergency?
Not a lot
like,
you
how
can do. There's not a lot you can do.
Do you just got to wait until, like, the next stop and then get them off and say, let's go to the hospital?
Well, when you have a person engulfed in flames and you're driving along, you usually don't wait to the next stop. I mean, I like how you say, what do you do? You're just like, wait till the next stop. I'm going to pull the cord. You try to not burn so much, and as soon as they stop, we're gonna get you off of this tube and get you to a hospital somewhere. I'm sorry, the hospital's 2 stops from now. Okay, can you burn for a little while longer, or what do you think?
That's not what I meant.
Hey, give me a beer. I'll dump it on his head. Come on, let's get this guy put out here.
You're being poopy. That's not what I meant. I just meant, like, what do you do? Like, you're in a
Tube.
rocket. Tube.
You're in a tube on fire. So basically, it was like, he was being shot out of a gun. He was like a bullet, He's on fire, flying through a tube, and people are like, we're going to get him to the next stop, I guess.
Like, what's the plan, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the plan? I mean,
it's kind of. I mean, how many times have you gotten on a subway in your whole life that you had a plan in case someone burst into flames and you needed to get them somewhere quickly? I mean, did you actually have a plan? You and your cousin were on a subway. Did you guys have a plan in case I burst into flames? I need to know you're going to be able to take care of me. I mean, I don't want to keep going through stops and you going, no, the hospital's at the next stop. Sorry. Hey, Chris, just burn a little bit longer. You'll be fine, okay?
I wonder, because of him doing that, did that make it so that they now have to have fire extinguishers on subways?
I don't think it was because he was on fire they have to have fire extinguishers.
I'm just saying. And on that note, we need to go. Oh, boy.